Okay, so a lot of you have been asking me about the egg bake that I did and whether or not it turned out. It did turn out. I did do an update video on how it was. I think I went 7, 8 months before I opened the last one and it was still just as good. A few of them I baked in the oven and a few of them I just put straight into the water bath. It cooked, but the one that was done in the oven just had the texture was normal versus the one in the just in the water bath was bouncy. It was rubbery. It tasted good, everything was done, but it was not the consistency that I like. So we're gonna go ahead and we are going to put together our egg bake. I'm gonna show you how to do it. This is what I do for my family. Eggs are a bone of contention with even water bath canners that it's you don't do it. I do it. You have to decide whether or not this works for you and your family or not. It works for my family. So I'm gonna show you how I put it together and what my process is. Okay, first of all, you need to oil your jars. Make sure that you oil them liberally, especially get down in the creases of your jars. If you don't, I promise you, they will stick. 100% they will stick. So once you get all of them oiled, then you're gonna take, well, I guess I should tell you what my ingredients are. I have a dozen eggs. Oh no, I did. Did you guys see that? I just stuck my oil brush in my eggs. I'll be right back. Okay, so I moved my eggs out of the way. I have my oil here. Anyway, I'm using 3 different size jars. I'm using my quarter pint. I'm using a pint and a half, and I'm using pint. The quarter pint are nice for just kind of like a grab and go type of thing. The pint are good for maybe 2 people to share with a slice of toast or whatever. And then the pint and a half will feed, I don't know, but more than 2. I don't know, depends. If you have teenagers, then probably not. By the way, yes, this is a makeup brush. It's brand new. I only use it for cooking, but I cannot justify going out and spending like $10 for a basting brush or whatever it is that you use it for. I just can't do it. So I had this. It was still in the package, and so that's what I use. So here are the ingredients. I'm going to use some cream. This is skim milk. I've got a pound of shredded cheese. I've got 2 good sized onions. And I think this is 5 or 6 potatoes, and they're just kind of diced up like this. And I have some ground sausage that I browned. And did I say a dozen eggs? A dozen eggs. So I'm just going to combine all this. I'm going to mix my eggs and my milk and my cream together, and I want to make sure that my other ingredients are more, well, I want to make sure that my eggs are like 40% of what's in the recipe, because as it is, I'm going to bake these. Excuse my clock. I'm going to bake these, and then I'm going to water bath them for 4 hours. I do them for 4 hours. It just makes me feel better, making sure that it's nice and heated through, and that it's going to be okay to eat. So we're going to put all of the ingredients together. Once this is all mixed together, you're gonna go ahead and fill your jars. I saved a little bit of my cheese so I can sprinkle it on top after they're done baking. But when you're filling your jars, I don't know, I just forgot. Oh, when you're filling your jars, don't fill them like, you know, just to that first thread, even a little bit below that first thread, because these are gonna puff up like monsters. So just to about right there, and make sure that you have lots of see, that's too full, so I'm going to take some of that off. But make sure you have a lot of your other ingredients in there, other than your eggs. Like I said, I'm going to take a little bit off this. Well, I guess it's to that first thread. Okay, so when they're done filling your jars, make sure that you wipe them off before you put them in the oven. Otherwise, anything that you have on there, it's going to be really difficult to take off after they're done baking when they're hot. I'm just going to set these on cookie sheets in my oven. I'm not going to preheat my oven because I'm concerned about thermal shock with the cold ingredients going into the hot oven. So I don't recommend putting these into preheated oven. One thing that's really important that I forgot to say is you need to debubble these. And the reason is, number one, well, no, it just needs to be done with all of your canning, because what it does is it gets the air bubbles out that might carry some unwanted bacteria in it. So it's just a simple thing to do. Even if it doesn't look like there's bubbles in it, it still needs to be done. You have to excuse me, I think I'm getting a cold.
Oh no.
At least it's
the dreaded woman cold.
Oh no, let's talk about a man cold. Let's talk about a man cold.
Man colds are really serious because they suffer and suffer and suffer until they get really bad. Then they say something. Because men are so tough, that's what you gotta keep going.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
No, yeah.
I do know how to respond to it, but I really want to try to be nice. So I'm just going to choose to remain silent.
Perfect.
For right now. Debubble your eggs. There they are ready to go. I forgot to put my cheese on top, and since I've already wiped the rims, I'm just gonna forego the cheese on the top. So we're gonna put the oven at 350, and these are gonna go for about 45 minutes. You wanna see them start getting brown around the outside. And then from here, they will go with the lids on and the rings on, tight and finger tight, and directly into a water bath canner with your water already at a boil. This is what we have going on. And I was afraid this was going to happen, but it is what it is. So when I take these out, they're going to puff up even more from here. But when I take these out, they will shrink back down, but I'm going to have to let them cool for a little bit and wipe off the edges and the rims of the jars. before I put them in the water bath, because I need to have those rims clean. We have about probably another 20-30 minutes to go on these, and then we'll be able to get them out. So this is what we want them to look like. I'm going to leave them in here for just a few minutes. I am going to need them to cool down because they do need to be wiped off. So I am now wiping off the rims of my jars, and I'm not very happy that they spilled over, but it is what it is. So I also soak my my cloth in bleach water so that when I have to do this, I have disinfected cloth. Wow. So I'm going to put all these on here. Again, finger tight. See, I don't have to force it. Finger tight. And then we're going to take these out and we're going to put them in the canner. They're going to float. They're definitely for sure going to float. So we're going to put rocks and cast iron and whatever else on them that we need to. So these are going to go 4 hours. All right. Oh, it didn't break. That's a rock that I saw. But looks like maybe something. Watch those toes. Maybe you want to grab. You grab the rock. Got it okay? No? Here.
No.
Oh, got the rock. All right. There they are. We're going to leave them here for a few minutes. There's my gravy and my egg bake. It's looking mighty fine. I don't think anything leaked. I thought she said it did. Might have siphoned. We might have had a little siphoning, but not anything major. Well, there they are. And they're nice and bubbly hot. Again, I'm going to say to you, this is what I do for my family. This is what works for me. All I'm doing on the egg one is just showing you how to do it. Because of the controversy on eggs being preserved anyway, using a canning method, I'm not going to recommend that you do this. I'm going to tell you that I've done it and it's fantastic. And I'll do it again and again and again. So there it is. Enjoy your egg.